palette is a pressed pigment palette, shallot, whatever. Sure, it's a shallot. Hey guys and dolls, so today I'm going to be doing a very exciting first impression / giveaway of the Urban Decay Electric palette. Now this is a hotly anticipated palette, so I just want to kind of go over some like basic pointers because there's been a million reviews about this, and I might in fact do like a full in-depth review, but at this point I just kind of want to give you guys my first impressions. I've only used the palette for a couple of days. So the palette comes in a very glossy, as always, Urban Decay knocked it out of the park with the packaging. It is just perfection. It has a magnetic top and the top lid is not very floppy, so that's really nice. It gives you a sense of quality. The motif here on the front, it looks kind of like different colored liquids moving through less dense liquid. Like, have you ever poured like milk into coffee or something when it's cold and you see like the milk filtering through and kind of like in these little color clouds? That's kind of what this looks like to me. Of course I would equate it to coffee. The colors in this palette are all very intense. You have the one kind of sort of neutral-ish-esque thing, which is the silver, but overall you have, you know, two blue eyeshadows, you have a teal, you have two different like greens. This one's more like a yellow green. You have the bright purple, the pink, magenta color, you have the hot pink, then you have the coral orange. So you have like this very intense color combination. This isn't like an everyday palette for most people. I think there are some people it will be an everyday palette for, and obviously mine looks very messy. I've been playing with it a lot for the last couple days. Now I do want to say that some of these shades in here are not FDA approved, so you're not supposed to use them on your immediate eye area. So I'd be Slow Burn, Savage, Jilted, and Urban, and this is so disappointing because, like, hello, it's like an eyeshadow palette, right? Well, technically it's not an eyeshadow palette, it's a pressed pigment palette, shallot, whatever. Sure, it's a shallot. I'm trying to think what other like first impressions I've had of this. I think that the shadows are all crazy pigmented. The only problem that I've run across really is that they're so pigmented that they kind of stain, and they don't just stain the skin in a way that's like, okay, well my eyelid's kind of blue. I find that with the shades, particularly the ones that are not FDA approved for the immediate eye area, I find that they irritate my skin pretty badly. Like, I actually had just fallout on my face and my under eye was swollen, and I didn't apply any of the color to my under eye. So I would say, I don't think you're going to get an eye infection doing it or anything like that. However, you know, there's a reason why they're not FDA approved. There's a reason why they put that label on there that you're not supposed to put them on there. I will say it's not enough of a deterrent to make me not use them. Obviously, I use them today to create this look, and if you want to see a tutorial for this look, it'll be coming up in a couple days. The other immediate call out I would have for these is that they are like, they're not so much like super powdery, but they have a lot of fallout, I think because they're pressed pigments. So like, when I, for instance, use like the purples and stuff, which stain me as it is, I get like purple staining all over my whole face. Like, I went out last night and I like pretty much didn't even need to put blush on. Like, I'm not kidding. And the thing that's weird for me is that if these are not safe for the immediate eye area and they don't intend you to use them on your eye area, where the heck are you supposed to use them? Because they're so intense. Like, who's going to use that as blush or something? I don't know. So, yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, I think they're covering their butts by saying it's not FDA approved, don't use it there, but then also selling it in a way that's like, hello, it's eyeshadow. I don't know. And again, I see why they're not FDA approved, because they stained me and gave me the little bit of irritation, but it's not so bad that I'm not going to put it on, because obviously, hello, can you see what I did with all the colors? Another great thing about this palette, I think this is basically just trying to get into a full review, is that they brought back Chaos, which was from the original Vice palette, and I was so sad I didn't buy the Vice palette, particularly for this color, and it's amazing. I love it. I'm so excited to finally have it. This is from one of the holiday sets, but I think all the rest of these colors are new. Urban is like the most amazing purple eyeshadow ever. Like, it's the best shiny purple anyway, and Jilted is amazing. Like, this whole palette is just so great. This palette is permanent and it sells for $49.50 for 10 eyeshadows. These are pressed pigments that are not eyeshadows in some cases. I will say also that these shadows are also smaller than average. They're like 1.2 grams, and like in like the Naked 3 palette and stuff, it's usually 1.3 grams per eyeshadow. So they're a little bit smaller than average, but you know, they're also crazy pigmented. You don't need as much of them. And this is kind of funny because I actually ended up with 2 of this palette. I went ahead and purchased one myself on the night that it launched because I was like, I'm not missing out on this palette. And then the next day I woke up and Urban Decay had sent me one to review. So I'm gonna give away the one that I bought to you guys. This palette is amazing and I'm so excited to be able to give this away to you guys. I'm also gonna give you the little booklet of the samples that came with it and something else kind of special that I've been saving for like 4 years to give away. And that is Candy Yum Yum lipstick from MAC. It's like one of the most bright hot pinks. It's like not even showing up as bright as it is on camera because I don't think the camera can handle it. So I'll be giving away these on my blog at Vintageortacky.com. If you want to go ahead and enter this giveaway, I will have a link in the description box down below to the giveaway on Vintageortacky.com. I'm going to use a raffle copter widget because it just makes it much more fair and easier for me to do. I will have all the official rules there at Vintageortacky.com if you want to go ahead and check that out. This will be open internationally. Hello! I'm getting a text message. That's the sign that it's time to end the video. So go ahead and enter my electric giveaway with the lipstick and the palette and the primers and the oh my. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Remember to just be yourself. See you, bye!